And we are back with another episode of Socratic Gamers. We are now officially legal in the eyes of all countries, as this is episode 21, meaning we can drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's episode 21. Yeah, we jumped. I know, right? Look at that. Oh, 21. Did you ever think it was going to hit 21 episodes? No. Did you ever expect to be that quick? No. It's pretty cool, though. Yes. So,
hold on. I'm gonna fix my mic. Hold on.
All right, all good. Anyone listening, you're like hearing some clack, 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 clack. That's Sydney trying to fix his mic, bringing it closer to his face. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see Sydney's got nice post-ups. And this side, he's got a bunch of tires that, here, I can even point to it. He's got tires over here.
I'm just gonna click the mission. Is that okay?
Yeah, click the mission.
Let's get started.
All right. Yeah, can you boost your volume a little bit? Like there, like close to your face or something?
It's okay. I can try.
All right. This guy's gonna
should work.
Put it close to his face. Yeah. So, hey man.
As close as it can be.
Okay, we should be good then. Yeah. I think it's probably just the volume of my headphones. So, so do you buy anything organic?
Yeah.
You do?
Bananas.
Oh, okay.
Organic bananas.
Well, why do you buy organic stuff?
Not everything. Sometimes it's not affordable. Sometimes the selection is horrible. You know. So.
Oh, for sure, yo. I was at a.
Bananas are good because they're abundant.
For sure. Yeah, totally. I was at this organic place. It's like farmers market thing over the weekend.
Okay.
And I bought a cup of coffee and one muffin, a small cup of coffee and a muffin. Guess how much it cost me?
$12.
Oh, good guess. No, close. $7.65. I was like, oh my.
No, not even close.
No, but I mean if I were to buy that, yeah, for sure, yo. If I were to buy that at Tim Hortons, it would have been like $4, maybe $3. You know what I mean? But it's kind of sad to see that our society has placed such a disconnect between healthy food and pricing. You know what I mean? That kind of pushes us in that direction of having to buy cheap food.
That is processed food.
Yeah, totally. It's just easier to get.
Man-made food.
For sure.
Earthbound. No?
Yeah, totally. Chemicals and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried Zevia?
No. What is that?
No, it's like the healthy version of pop. So instead of sugar, it's they use stevia.
I use kombucha. No.
Oh, you drink kombucha?
Sometimes, yeah, when it's available.
I
don't make it. I don't make it myself.
Oh, you know Tara makes that?
I know. You surprised me when I first went to your house.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Drink it, but she hasn't made it in a bit, in a week. So I'm just waiting to restock up. But it's.
I want to know the effects because I don't know the full effects of the probiotics. So it's what does it actually? What actually does? What does it do?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm just doing it as a preventative measure. I don't really know. Allegedly, it's good for digestion. There's bacteria in your stomach, and then it just supercharges it. I heard it helps protect you against staph if you have if you do jujitsu and stuff. But other than that, I don't really know. See, that's the trick about healthy stuff. You know, you never know. Is it really healthier if you go healthy or not? You know, we would never an organic banana versus a regular banana. Could you tell the difference? Could your body tell the difference? Nope. People say, you know.
Okay, we're gonna have to destroy these people.
Oh, we're gonna get off here.
I'm gonna snipe them.
Oh, this guy's gonna use a sniper. I like it. Use a sniper too.
Can you just pick them off when? Oh, you have a sniper. Perfect.
Yes. All right, 1.
I'll start on the right. You start on the left.
Yeah, for sure. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, so organic and stuff your body. I don't can your body really tell what's organic and not organic? You know what I mean? How much of a difference can it really make? Maybe it does. Who knows? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Does it? How?
Like, is it a marginal difference? Yeah, totally, exactly, right? I just know that I'm paying more for it, and it's like, how do you feel about like ethically raised animals? You know, like the ones that are like factory farmed. Like I hear that if it's like a cow, you're eating the stress hormone, which makes sense to me. And like I guess that's why I wouldn't eat it. Like I'd like free rein it. You know. Like, do you care at all about like?
I am disconnected with how
you receive your meat. Yeah, for sure. No, I agree with you.
Like, I just get it from a grocery store, so it's like I would think positively about it. But that's just being ignorant to what's actually happening.
Yeah, totally, exactly, right? It's like out of sight, out of mind. It's like I'm assuming it's fine, like just because my mind will freak out if I don't, you know. If you actually think about the atrocities and stuff. But it's like you can only save so much of the world, you know? Like can't save. You have to like accept pieces of it, I guess, you know what I mean? It's like when people want like everything to be perfect, it's like I don't think it'll ever actually hit that perfect zone, you know?
No. Because you're always going to strive for something else.
Exactly. If it's not today, it's like gender equality tomorrow. And like, oh, the chickens are hurt. Oh, you're stepping on bugs. You should not step on bugs, you know? We have this weird thing about us as a species that's like, it's never content, you know? Until you just tell yourself everything's all good, you know?
That's why we are a virus.
That's true. But you know, like animals.
Joe Rogan's word of us being a virus.
Yeah, totally. Like the Earth's cancer. Yeah, for sure. But you know that actually, do you know that like video games back in the day, they had like really great stories? I heard that it could have been because like the graphics weren't that good, so you had to rely on like good storytelling, you know, in order to sell video games. But now like stories in video games aren't that good. But like Final Fantasy VII, do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, that game was amazing, right? The story was so good, blah blah blah. They were like environmentalists, bro. If you actually look at it.
Yeah.
Right? It's crazy. And it's like we were kind of like, you know, like Avalanche, if anyone doesn't know, like there's like a team of like renegades called Avalanche, and they like go against Shinra. Shinra takes the life force energy, or you can see it as oil from the earth, and then that's like hurting the planet, you know? And they want to bring it back to like natural, right? And they want to bring it back to like the naturalness of it. So they break into like these, right? Because I was like replaying the game actually. Maybe I'll do like a walkthrough. That'd be so sick. But I was playing the game. Oh, like recently. I just bought the game. It was like $12 on PlayStation 4. So like,
really?
Yeah, it's super. Yeah, I know it's sick though. It holds the test of time. Like if you just like move past the graphics, like that game is sick, yo. And they don't make games like that anymore. It's crazy. You know, all the options, all of like. Do you remember like I don't know how far you got in the game, but like they went to the arcade place and then. I never beat it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never beat it actually.
I never got all the characters. I didn't beat the game. It was long. It was a long game.
Oh, it's such a long game. But like the story was so like epic, you know?
It was worth it.
Oh, for sure.
I just never had the system.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I got you.
So I was playing it, you know, at my cousin's, and then like I got addicted to it. I only played up to like a quarter of the game.
Did you switch discs yet or no?
No.
Oh, okay. So you were like really in the beginning of the game.
I was in the beginning. Yeah. That's why I was so sad. I always wanted to.
Yeah, that game's like.
I always wanted to finish that game.
It's so good, man. It's like addicting. Like I was playing it, like it's like you have to pretend like you're playing a Game Boy game, you know, because the graphics aren't there. Yeah. It's like playing Pokemon, but like the story is like still good. Everything's like epic. You ever play like that? There's like another game. There's so many games that were so good back in the day. Chrono Cross was amazing. That was like my favorite game of all time.
I heard that was good.
Oh, it's so good,
really
bro.
Good. I heard it was good.
The story's good. The characters, like there's so many characters you can unlock, and like I love how like because they're really intricate back then. So like in order to unlock a character, like you had to go and like seek them out. But they didn't make it weird, like where it's like, oh, you've unlocked this character. It's sort of like you'll like meet this guy and you'll help him on the journey. And if you decide to help him, then he'll help you. He'll be like, okay, I'm going to join you on your quest.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like
What are you telling me? There's so many of those people.
There's like 30. There's like 34 characters, something like that. So like you didn't. Yeah, you didn't need to actually go out and like seek a party, but you could if you wanted to.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
it wasn't so linear that you'll meet these people automatically.
No, exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, right? Like games don't do that anymore. Cool. You know, like what's the best like story game you played in a recent amount of time?
Oh, I just played GTA 5.
Oh, you beat it?
Story mode.
What do you think of the game? I couldn't beat the game, man. I hit this point and I was like, I'm just done. I just play online. Like I can't.
No, but like, yeah. This was before I played online, right? So it was.
Oh,
cool.
True.
But like I was playing for fun at the start, but then eventually I just played for the story and just to get it over with.
Oh, okay. What'd you like about the story?
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing. You didn't like the story? What?
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't intriguing to me.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying. Like, when was the last time you played a game and you're like, wow, the story's actually pretty good? It's been a while, right? Like it's
Fable?
like, Fable was so good too, man.
At its time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was one that I was like, okay, this was a good game.
Have you tried to play like sequels and stuff? I find that like with sequels, it kind of like gets crappy.
I played the Fable sequels. Yeah,
they got
really? Worse and worse.
Yeah, I know, right? Like the first one, the story was so sick. Like plot twist. No, spoiler alert. There's a plot twist. You know, so it's like the guy that brought you up. The game's been out for a while, so if you haven't played it, too bad for you. But the plot twist is that the guy that brought you up he turns out to be evil.
What game is this? Sorry.
Fable.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you hit this point where like your master is actually the evil character and you're like, oh no, so you have to fight your own master. That was really sick because it was like I didn't expect that coming. Like because he was helping you the whole time. Man, that game was so good.
How do I get there?
Drive around or around here. Yeah, over here. Yeah. And I loved how like there's different things you can go on. Do you like a linear story or do you like a more like open story?
I like open more than anything.
Oh, really? Have you played Assassin's Creed 4, the pirate one?
I've played all of them.
Oh, nice.
I've played every single one of Assassin's Creed.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, I like this. I liked it. I like number 1 at best. Improvements could have been for the next ones. They could have improved it like way more, but they didn't. I think they got something where it was like, oh, we have already achieved
like the pinnacle. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the height of it. So it's like we'll just live off of this and then just like there's so much more they could have done with Assassin's Creed.
For sure.
Could have made it more amazing. I don't know what.
Story, I'd say. Like the story was alright, you know, but like
it was okay, yeah.
It gets kind of repetitive. Like I get that you are a genetic person that, you know, you relive your memories, blah blah blah, you know. But like, it's like not that. It wasn't as engaging as the first one when like they talked about like, I think it was like around the time of Jesus and stuff. You know, I guess it was because it was like so revolutionary, and then when they tried to do it a second time, it was like, it's already been done. You know what I mean?
But the improvement was only the only thing they improved was the fighting and then the graphics.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like there were still glitches in the game. There was still, there's still like, I don't know. It was just, I love the idea of the whole team when you brought a crew with you eventually.
Oh yeah,
for the Brotherhood. Yeah. That was the Brotherhood one. Oh, that was so cool. They should have continued on with that too.
I like the pirate one where you can like sail around the
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was cool too. That was like a mix of like linear and open, you know? Like that it's interesting that like because of the way the games are now, like it can handle that much memory enough to like create an open linear kind of game. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I find
It
that
can
like
be. Oh yeah, it can be linear.
right, yeah, because like the main story is linear, but then you can like spend your time doing like side quests and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Well, I just finished Destiny 2.
Oh, what'd you think of that?
It's quick. You can finish the game in like quick, maybe in like an hour if you're with someone to help you.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Maybe an hour and a half. Yeah.
Oh, is it a multiplayer like co-op story?
Online, all online.
Oh, wow.
So you can join like say you're playing online and I don't know you.
Uh-huh.
And I see you online, I can just start joining your fight, and then like just follow you around and help you.
Wait, is it like World of Warcraft kind of thing where it's like, is it like that where like, you can like
It's
people are in your
Halo.
world?
It's Halo and World of Warcraft together.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's both of those two together. Halo and World of Warcraft.
What'd you think of Halo?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it was one of the best shooters. It was Halo or
for
Call
sure.
of Duty at the time, remember? So it was like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I found Call of Duty was a bit too fast for me. You know, like Halo was slow enough that like,
oh, okay.
you know, like
I like both. You know, you adapt. I like both of them. I like the realism of Call of Duty, but I also liked
the shield of Halo where you can like wait to revamp.
Halo. Yeah.
What do you think of the story? I thought that was like it was a really cool idea of like these super soldiers that like come out of like cryo sleep in order to help like the new generation and stuff, you know? Like, do you remember the first one was like, oh, the Covenant's attacking, so I'm gonna like come in a cryo sleep and like help you defeat the Covenant kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a really engaging story.
It was. That was a long one.
The Halo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it by myself. I didn't have someone to help me. So it was like a long process for me.
That was one of the first times you ever had like co-op story. You know what I mean? Like I hadn't seen that level before where it's like the two of us will like get this story done. Have you ever played what's that one? Army of Two?
Oh, sick.
Oh yeah.
That
right?
was okay. Story, blah.
Yeah,
but
true.
The style of it, where it's the co-op, oh my gosh.
You had to like help each other and stuff. Like
was so good. That was so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my like, yeah, just thinking about it right now. That was a great story. Oh, not story. Great game because of the style of, like, you can draw their attention to the back.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I remember that.
And then they start going towards you.
Yeah.
And then and then I flank, and then I shoot them from another direction, and then it's perfect. It was such a great game.
And then
that was a great
like,
game.
If you had to like climb over something, it's like you had to wait for your guy to like help boost you and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. But yeah.
Here, I have a question for you.
Oh, what's up?
So you want to do the security detail?
Okay.
Or do you want to do the jailbreak? Jailbreak's the easiest.
Let's do security.
Pretty easy. Okay, the security detail.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Assassin's Creed movie?
We'll go into your thing this time.
Oh, my car?
Yeah, you can drive.
Cool. Yeah, the Assassin's Creed movie. I couldn't get through it. Yo, like, have you tried watching it?
The movie Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
I watched it. It was not.
Oh, you watched the full thing? Yeah, I know, right, man? These movie games are so terrible.
I was on the plane, so
I
had no choice.
Rough.
I was trying to use it to fall asleep, but it was good. It wasn't good, but it was like, no.
Do you like that actor, Michael Fassbender? He was in X-Men, and then he played Magneto, all that stuff.
That role was not great for him.
The assassin role?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't seem like agile and stuff.
It should have been like, yeah, exactly. It should have been like a random guy
Yeah.
Like, it would have been perfect if they in gaming movies like this, they need to use random people.
For sure.
Like unknown people. This is the world where people that aren't known will go into.
Exactly.
That would be
totally.
perfect, because it's like, because that will bring them up with the gamers, because all the gamers will watch this, right?
Yeah, totally.
I watched Assassin's Creed only because I played the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but when it's kind of like a red flag whenever you see that happen, because you're like, oh, they could just be going for the star-studded, like cast. It's like the movie's probably not gonna be that good, and that's why they're like filling it with all these like main actors. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Harvey Weinstein thing, yo? It's like all over the news and stuff, because like he's allegedly he's like sexually harassed a bunch of like celebrities. In order to get roles, they had to like blow him and stuff.
Yeah, that's normal in the industry.
Right? You're like, oh, that's normal. It's like, yeah, like that's like been heard of. It's kind of funny that it's all coming out right now, but like
it's always been like that.
Totally, it's like the assumedness, of like, it's like, well, that's how you make it,
Yeah, that is how. And if people don't want to realize that, like, there's a time Michael Jackson was trying to warn people. Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, no way!
No one wants to listen.
Oh, that's crazy.
That whole thing is the whole Illuminati.
Oh, idea. Interesting. Yeah.
How they control the media. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense, because it's like Cat Williams was talking about like the sex parties that will always go through. That will go to like one huge house, and it's just every room that someone's having sex.
Really? Oh, that's crazy. Did you watch Dave Chappelle?
And then there's parties like cocaine and everything. Like these celebs get party crazy together.
Yeah.
And then like there's times when they want to like get out. Like I know like Bow Wow tried to get out, but then they started saying he's gay.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. They ruin your career.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan, and that's why she said she was a druggie. Well,
no way.
And they did it with Angelina Jolie, for sure.
Yeah, she's the one who
they were found in a drug den.
Yeah, she's the one who got out. I think it was her. Gwyneth Paltrow and Angelina Jolie. They both outed Harvey Weinstein for like his sexual stuff. That's crazy, man. I didn't know that happened. Like I didn't know that.
Did she do that?
Yeah,
really?
it's a big thing right now.
Oh man!
And then all these other celebrities are like now they have like the freaking the courage to like out him as well, because like some people came forward and like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But do you think it's like an actual Illuminati thing, or do you think it's just like that's just what they call it? You know what I mean? It's like
that's what they call it. I don't know what it is, but it's a thing that they do.
Yeah, because I couldn't see like an actual like group of people that are like like taking over. Like that seems a bit far fetched to me.
Yeah.
Unless it's real, then it's like holy crap. Have you heard of like the Bilderbergs and the I forgot, the Radcliffes or something like that? And it's like it's like these families that have been like old money for so long that they own so much in the media that like they're able to influence influence society because they're so rich, because they have their hands in everything,
Yeah.
That would be really interesting. Like it's like old, like, but it makes sense though. It's like if we start something right now, and then in like 100 years, of course our ancestors are going to continue what we've created, and then it's like
if it's successful in money.
Exactly.
Collecting money, yes.
They make it sound like some crazy conspiracy, but what if you like think about it? It's like, no, that's naturally what would happen. Like if you had money and you kept propagating it in like 100 years, your name's going to be everywhere.
But it's just funny, like, so you're telling me Angelina Jolie had to give someone a blowjob for a part in a movie?
Yeah, allegedly. Same with Gwyneth Paltrow. She's like, I don't know if it's Angelina Jolie for sure. I'm pretty sure that's who they said, but it was Gwyneth Paltrow.
Those beautiful lips, man. Come on. Sorry.
But do you know that Brad Pitt and her broke up, eh? It's been
I
a
thought they're
while.
still
but, like,
together.
no, they broke up.
They've
Yeah.
had problems and then they came back together. No.
No. This one they broke up. Like Brad Pitt was saying how like he became an alcoholic, and she was saying like he was like going cray cray, but then he was saying no. She was saying he was becoming an alcoholic.
Back up.
Oh,
Slow down for me.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool.
Okay, go.
So like, he was saying she's cray cray, and she was saying he's cray cray. Like they're both like
He's a
outing
drunk
each other.
cat. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, so it's like a big.
And then they found out that Angelina Jolie is actually
the crazy one, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we could say she's crazy, but it's like
I think they're both just mentally at the brink. At the brink.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what Jim Carrey went through.
Yeah, totally.
Went through it.
That's one of the hardest
All
parts.
the greats go through it.
Yeah, for sure.
All the greats went through it.
One thing that we forget that like what we see in the media is like that these people are just people, you know, and it's like how do we know that what's his name? Brad Pitt isn't just like going through the same problems that we would, you know? What does fame feel like? You know, exactly, right?
Is.
But like you look at them like
he has to be they have to play a character 24 hours of their lives.
Yeah, exactly, yo. Like
and sometimes it's they're at the brink now. It's like I can't do it anymore. I have to be me. You can't deny yourself anymore.
Exactly, yo. So, but he kind of has that reputation though. Like he broke up with what's her name, Jennifer Aniston.
For Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, for that movie. It was during that movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah. Yeah. But they were sick in that movie. I love that movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
That was a good movie.
It's just too bad that like
I like the idea of it.
Yeah, I do too. Like, but you know that was real.
Like,
they have like the there's like multiple spies that live like that. You know, they act like they have like full families, but like they're actually spies.
I don't think they have that kind of technology in their home.
No, of course not that technology, but like that level of secrecy where it's like I think it was outed in camp because like I remember telling my cousin like, oh, that's such a sick idea, right? And then he was saying that on the news. I saw in the news it's like a real life Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's like two Russian couples. They didn't know that they were both spies.
Nice. Well, yeah. Like on the TV shows, I'm going by TV shows, okay? I don't know anything about this.
Oh,
on TV shows, with the Russians, they always do with the Russian spies, they start them very young.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But they always separate. They don't know each other, nothing.
Right. Oh,
they'll
like
never know each other ever.
Yeah.
Do you watch 24? They'll start them young? No.
So what show is that? It's like all shows.
Right now I'm watching. Yeah, there's pretty much all shows. But like, there was a movie too with Angelina Jolie. Salt, wasn't it?
Oh, Salt. Yeah. And so like
Russian spy. Yeah.
They'll create these like little kids. Yeah, true. I wonder why. Like,
start them young, and then they don't know what happens until
like,
he calls for them.
Yeah. I wonder what what the reasoning behind like all these like Russian you know what I mean? It's like it's kind of interesting how like the media will like play on who the bad guy is, you know what I mean? They'll like, okay, in this movie it's gonna be a Russian, in this movie it's gonna be like a Muslim, you know? And like that plays upon our fears, you know? We kind of forget that whatever we see in movies is kind of how we get influenced, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you have to be very careful with whoever you set as the terrorist.
I'm watching what's it called? Blacklist.
Oh, okay. What's that about?
It's all about a unit that was created to stop terrorists.
Oh,
interesting.
Secret
unit. Yeah.
Okay. Netflix?
Pretty cool. Yeah. Watch it.
Blacklist. Okay.
Check it out.
And like
this guy, okay, so here's the story.
Uh-huh.
One guy, he's in the top 10 wanted fugitive lists of FBI, for the FBI. So he's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Like, he was wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then he one day walks into the bureau and gives himself up.
Okay, that's interesting.
and then he wants immunity, but in exchange he's gonna give them list of people. It's called a blacklist, and it's a list of people that are not on the FBI's radar, that are like the true terrorists, like
oh no way,
killing millions of people. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a good show.
Oh, that's pretty cool premise.
Pretty into it. Yeah.
Okay, and it's like Americans.
Yeah. Well, FBI is American, but no, it's all over. There are Americans. There are like they were in Russia. There's a lot of countries. He's all over the world. This guy is all over the world. He's known as I forgot what they call him. But he's like the middleman in all of like the underground world.
Oh,
he's like the top guy. He's the top guy in the underground world, pretty much.
Interesting.
And then that's why now he has the FBI immunity for the list. So
Nice.
all these so you just get lists, and then there's a lot of like good aspects. There was one where it's like he was changing everyone's DNA to fake someone else's death. They called them the alchemist.
No way. Oh, that's so sick. Wow.
So they're like, oh, this guy's the alchemist, and they're like, why do they call him the alchemist? And then so they're like, we don't know why they call him the alchemist. And then in the episode, they show why what his name was, and it was so he would kill, like someone would be dead. So what would do? He would like fix their teeth.
Wow.
He would fix their dental their teeth to imitate someone else. Like he was like, okay, I'm gonna be spoiling this. This is one episode. Okay,
Spoiler.
This is a cool one. So he was trying to get his wife and daughter. So he faked both of their deaths by like getting their dental records, getting like their DNA, and then like he infused them with other bodies, so that when the police took the DNA, it would show that it was the wife and daughter.
Interesting. It
was pretty cool.
That's
there's a lot.
That's kind of like in the Batman movie when Bane he had the blood transfusion. Remember in the very beginning, like they're like, "Oh no, like we need a body or something like that," and then he transfused the blood of the guy that was the scientist into a dead body in order to make it look like when they found the crash.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See, oh, that's cool. I forgot about that.
And dental records too. That's pretty smart, yo.
Yeah, dental records, everything. Yeah.
Can you set the waypoint for your apartment?
Even I think even the fingerprints.
No way! Wow.
Oh, you're going the other way.
Oh,
turn around. There you go.
Wow, fingerprints too. That's pretty sick.
That's why they call him the alchemist. It was like that's his work. His work was strictly and then he would take on clients to do that stuff. Like he would fake people's deaths. That was his job. Fake people's deaths, and then people will get a new identity somewhere else.
Wow. Does he work for the government or for the black market? Like the illegal.
Black market.
Oh, okay. Oh,
there's a couple things that are going on with the government stuff, so you're gonna have to. It's a good show. Like there's just the guys they're taking. Like there was one where it's like he had the idea for immortal life.
How would he do that?
This is late in the. This is very late in this TV show. Yeah. So look, he got like stem cells. He's trying to use stem cells
to create immortal life.
So there was this. Yeah, there's stem cells. Plus, he was using this jellyfish, and this one jellyfish is the only creature on Earth that reverses its life.
No way. Okay. Is this real?
So when
it's a TV show.
Yeah, well, I don't know. This is on the TV show. I don't know if it's a real jellyfish.
Okay. Yeah.
So they're saying this one jellyfish will, like, whenever it's going to be attacked or something, and it thinks it's going to die, it will turn its life back into when it become a baby.
Oh wow.
like young until it's a younging. So that process,
Uh-huh.
he was using the stem cells and the DNA of the jellyfish to hopefully get a brain to adapt to both
Interesting.
things.
Did he get it to work?
Eventually, no.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not. He was trying to cure frontal lobe
Degeneration?
problem. Yeah, like it was like people that are not unconscious, but like what's that word? I don't know the word.
Like,
The paralyzed, like
Oh,
completely
okay.
paralyzed, but they're totally aware of what's going on, type of thing.
oh yeah, I know what you're saying. I know the symptom.
Yeah.
I don't know the word either.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I don't want to
interesting.
say the wrong thing. Well, like yeah. So yeah, it was pretty cool. They have pretty cool stuff, man.
That's pretty sick. Um,
Yeah.
wait,
Terrorists, you don't know?
yeah, it's crazy because it's like that could actually be going on right now, but we just don't know. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
They're saying there's like a biochemical, there's biochemical guys, terrorists. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of spies in this show. It's all about spies. That's why we're talking about
Interesting.
spies. So it's like, yo, this is all about spies
That's pretty sick.
and like the underground. Yeah.
Quick pause. Can you just set up the new mission? I need to take another Wiz Khalifa. Too much
Okay.
coffee.
Do you think?
Be back.
Oh, let's see. What's this?
And I'm back. That was quick. Wiz Khalifa says hello. What's up? He's gonna do a concert soon.
Cool.
So have you ever seen Eastern Promises? Now they're talking about gangster movies.
No.
You never seen Eastern Promises with the Russian, and then like he was actually spoiler alert, he was actually a spy. It was Viggo Mortensen. Oh, too bad. He had like the one of the first times in that movie is like if you actually look at old time movies, there was like a lot of nakedness, but like recent movies they've like toned it down. But in Eastern Promises, it was the first time I ever saw a knife fight scene with a fully naked dude. Like Viggo Mortensen was like fully naked. Like, it was.
Why would I want to see that?
I don't know. I didn't expect that to happen. I was like, oh, this is a crazy
Hold on.
gangster movie. Eh?
Weapon of choice. Take out the target using. What weapon? I don't understand what weapon we're supposed to use. Sorry.
Or it's like your choice of weapon.
No,
There's two
it's,
targets.
there's a specific way he's supposed to do.
Oh, rough.
Yeah.
It's too bad we don't have like a chat open or some people watching to tell us what to do in the game. Oh, I hit this. Oh, too bad.
Go back. You're
Wait.
you're not even following.
What? There's the yellow marker, right?
Yeah, you're going the other way.
Huh? Oh. Maybe we'll set the waypoint to the character what? Oh, you set the waypoint. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. That's your waypoint. Yeah. Yeah, so have you noticed that like movies have been on the decline for like nakedness? Like if you look at like a 70s movie, they're totally into like nude scenes, like full on, but then like recently they've kind of like banned it, which is really interesting because it's like, why did they ban
Have
it?
they?
Yeah, like
They haven't banned it. I
No, but
still
like-
see titties everywhere.
No,
Come on.
but that's like the one half. I meant like fully nude. Like if you look at like old school
Oh, there's
movies,
no fully nude stuff.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly, right? Like you never see that anymore. It's very rare. Yeah, it's almost like
With the bus. Oh, we have to go to the bus. We get it. We have to steal the bus.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah. It's almost like they feel like it's too much for us now.
Can you jump in
Oh.
with me?
Yep. Except for like artsy like French movies, they still have like, you know, those kinds of like hardcore movies. It's like interesting. When do you draw the line from like erotica to like just a artsy movie? You know what I mean?
Can you set the waypoint?
Oh,
There's no line. They're both the same.
like erotica and artsy movies. Well, I guess you could technically say that it is an art piece, seeing that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
It's an art on its own.
Sometimes you'll be watching a movie and then they'll bust out like a full on like, you know, it's really awkward when you're watching like a sex scene in a movie that's like really raunchy and you're like, oh man, I'm watching this with my parents right now. I don't know what to do.
When that happens, I walk away.
Yeah, that's like away. That's so awkward, right? You're just like, yeah. Well, there's this one time I was making a joke to my dad. Like, we were watching this movie, and then, like, a sex scene kicked in, and we both didn't say anything. So to cut the awkward silence, I went, well, this is awkward, isn't it? I think it just, like, added to the awkwardness. He's like, what the?
You're the one.
It's like, what do you do, you know? Like, you're just like, oh, man. Well, what would you do if you had, like, a daughter? Like, and then, like, what's the age when you, like, tell your kid that stuff happens? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna leave that to my significant other. I can talk to the boy, but when it's a daughter, no, I can't give this to.
I know, right?
I can't give this
it's like,
to,
it's just super awkward. What about like a boy? What would you say? You're like, anytime's a good time. So.
You don't want me to. You don't want me to talk to your child about.
That's so funny.
You know how it all works with the stork and stuff. That's what I'll say. No, I would not say that.
You wouldn't say the stork line?
No, I would not.
Oh, interesting. Actually, no, I wouldn't say the stork line either. That's a little weird.
It will have to be gauged. It depends on the age they ask me. Ooh. Oh, darn.
Alright, you guys can't see it, but he like rammed a pole and the bus flipped, but magically the bus reenacted itself.
Now I'm stuck.
Oh, too bad. You gotta.
I'm actually stuck.
Oh, rough. Oh, rough. That's what happens. Yeah, so you wouldn't say the stork line. You'd say, what would you tell him? You're straight up. You just be like, hey man, this is what happens.
Yeah, I think I might.
Girl. Interesting.
I will not be able to tell it to a girl.
Yeah, I feel you.
Come on my motorcycle.
All right, cool.
I can't talk to a girl about it because I don't know the experience. Where are you going?
Sorry. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's just awkward.
I don't know the experience for women, so it's like I can't say it. I can't speak for it.
You know, it'd be interesting. Like when, like, it's weird because like when we were kids, you deal with the problems yourself, right? And like thinking about your kid asking you problems like bullying or like whatever, it's like how would you respond to that? You know, like what if your kid came home and they're like, hey, I'm getting bullied in school. You know, like.
I'm gonna teach you how to fight.
For sure, but that's one of the fears is like we don't know, like we knew how to handle ourselves, but it's like handling another person. It's like, what do you say in that, you know, situation? What if your kid is like the nerd of the school or like everyone hates them or, you know what I mean? You know those stories? Oh man, you know those stories of like when there'd be like that one girl that like, you know, did questionable things. Imagine if your kid was like that person. That would suck so hard.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, game over. It's like do I get upset at you? Do I try and help counsel you through this? You know what I mean? Where did I go wrong? That's probably where people say like, where did I go wrong as a parent? You know what I mean?
Do I go just break through? What's going on?
Yeah, breakthrough. No, drive up. Yeah, breakthrough. You got this. Yeah. I feel like that would be the ultimate like game over. Oh, I think you gotta like go faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be like the ultimate game over, yo. It's like It's like, yeah, somebody caught me in the bathroom, Dad. Ooh. What do you do?
They caught me in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, you need to change schools right now.
Right? It's like you can't do anything about that. You're like,
your life around. You turn your life around, and we're moving schools.
yeah, that's crazy.
Because now you have that reputation as
the person,
what it is.
you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's like, oh, do you have to kill them? No, not them. It's funny because it's like we forget that parents are just people. Like there's no prerequisite to being a parent, you know what I mean? Like you just have to do the act and then you're going to become a parent, you know. And like because of that, it's like we forget often that like our parents have to deal with the same stuff. You know, it's like, you know, we're like, oh, I'm going to put them in boarding school. But then when we were kids, it's like, oh, God, why is my dad going to make me go to boarding school? But then you're in their shoes now and you're like, oh, yeah, totally. I get why I would have gone to boarding school, too. Because, like, I'm being, like, a total crazy person with this nonstop, you know, taking it in the bathroom. It's like, Jesus. You need to stop. Yeah.
Seriously. No.
Wait, it's interesting now though. Oh, cool, sniper rifle. It's interesting now though because like because of, are you gonna shoot them or me? Yeah, you'll shoot them.
Who is it?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you get the guy on the right. I get the guy on the left.
Oh, we have to kill them all. Okay,
the bald.
cool.
I got the bald guy.
All right, cool.
Who's the guy? I don't know who to kill.
I think it's the bald guy.
I'll get the guy. The bald guy. I'll get
right,
the bald
cool.
guy. You get the guy.
3,
okay.
2, 1, go! Bang, bang, nice. Oh, nice kills. Oh, look at this guy killing them before me. Oh, nice. All right. Oh no, it's this helicopter. Okay. Oh, it's probably that. Yeah, there you go. We got him. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll totally get what's going on. But right now, if you're listening only, we sniped a person in a helicopter, and we just got awarded $20,000. If only life was this easy, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, just run a couple missions.
Just kill someone.
You know what I mean? But like,
$20,000.
we have the consequences of going to jail. That is the problem. You know what I mean? They make video game life seem so easy. Maybe that's why people like it so much, you know? All reward, no real work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Nice, you did it big out there.
Nice.
Thanks.
Checking the mail for you, MC.
Yeah, it's like totally see why this is so addicting. Well, would you make your kid go outside and play and stuff? Or
Go
like,
what?
Like what if your kid was like, oh, I want to play like video games, or like I want to.
I'll let him play, but like it's
There's
to
like
a
a
certain
limit.
extent. Like yeah, there's no like you're gonna do this for 3, 4, 5 hours straight.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know what's weird?
Uh,
Like with the new technology and stuff, they could potentially become like a video gamer. You know, because there's like a job now. Like that's the interesting part about where like technology. We have like a weird way of making money. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there are career paths for video game players now, like esports. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is real, but I think they're putting esports in the Olympics. Like they're talking about it, making it an Olympic sport.
Yeah. No.
You ever watch Icarus? The
No.
documentary? So basically,
No.
it's a documentary about doping, and everybody in the Olympics, the Sochi Olympics and stuff, like the Russian national team, everybody was doping. You know?
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, it's
Never watched
crazy.
it.
Oh man, it's like everyone that you think has like won from like legitimate means, they're probably doping. You know, because you can't actually tell who's doping. Like the guy in the movie, he does like a Super Size Me type of doping. You know, where he takes like everything in order to like show the effects of doping.
Oh, is this the Lance Armstrong?
Yeah. Well, they didn't
How
out him
Lance
in this one.
Armstrong? How Lance Armstrong can get away with taking it because
well-
there's a process.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was a process, and then he used the Russian guide that
Yeah.
helped the Russian team cheat.
Yeah, this
Or pass
is
all the
that movie.
tests.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the same guy. Oh yeah, I watched
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
guy.
they didn't out. No, Lance Armstrong was not outed in this show. It just showed how it can be possible.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
he can. get away with it.
But the crazy part
Or
is like,
anybody, not just Armstrong.
yeah. So in the show they talk about how like everyone was doping, and it's interesting because like you don't even look like you're doping, but you're doping because the main character in the movie he wasn't jacked or anything. He looked like a normal person. He just had like higher endurance, you know. So it's like because like you know
Well, that was what he was training for. His what was the growth of his performance though?
He didn't even win. He became like fourth or something like that.
You passed it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, he didn't even. I think he became like 14th or 4th or something like that. Like it wasn't like he didn't win the Olympics just because of the doping.
No, but what was his progression? What was his progression from when he started?
Oh, I see.
What was the growth of his muscles, his progression on the time?
Oh yeah, no, it was good. No, it was good.
Yeah, but would it have been different if he did it that way, or like if he did it normally, would he have done that well?
No, but what they're saying is like you can't do anything normally. So like you had to go to like the like 40th person down the list of people in the triathlon and then you'd find somebody who was clean. Like anybody who actually does things clean is like it's impossible. But like what is clean anyways, you know what I mean? It's like is creatine clean? Is protein powder clean? You know?
If it came from your body, yeah, then yes.
Right, but everyone takes like protein powder or creatine, like that all seems like supplementing to me, you know? Even if you take like vitamin D.
That's how it is for me. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, for sure. I'll
just
meet you there. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll hop off. Oops. Cool. Yeah, so like it's interesting because like I'm like really into the UFC right now, and like a lot of the people are getting caught for steroids, you know. But like,
yeah,
it's interesting because like we don't think of these things. Like I remember Falco. Yeah. So I was like hanging out with him and Brownlee one time, and they were saying like, oh, like I want to be like The Rock, and I'm like, dude, that guy's on steroids. He's like, no, he's not. I'm like, yeah, what? Like we have this, like it's like in society marketing.
Okay, maybe they're not on roids, but he's on creatine. He's on protein whey. He's on.
Oh no, 100%. Freaking The Rock is on steroids. Like HGH. There's no way you get that big. It's impossible. He's like 40 something or maybe 50, something like that. But after like 33, your body starts going downhill. Like you can't possibly get that jacked.
After 30?
Yeah, and especially his sleep time.
I gotta start now then, man.
but sleeping too, like recovery, right? Because you have to recover to make your muscles, right? Like it's like 101, right? You have to like get enough sleep. But The Rock sleeps like 4 hours a day. So
there's a way to get rid of the sleep
requirement.
Because I know because if you have enough nutrients to provide for your body, then you're fine.
Oh, okay. But even still though, it's like
Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe Bryant only slept for 4 hours.
Okay, but he like Kobe Bryant looks pretty normal.
He had a nutritionist
every
morning. Set him up for breakfast. Set him up for lunch. Everything.
For sure.
All his meals were set.
But see that's the thing though. If you look at Kobe Bryant, he doesn't look like The Rock. Like The Rock is jacked.
Okay,
you know,
that's true.
So it's like if Kobe Bryant looked like that, it's
but
like
he was
okay,
jacked
it's totally
like that when he was 30. He was probably more jacked than when he was 30.
When he was in wrestling, right?
Now he's just maintaining. You know, maybe he just do it.
But like it's very prevalent in the WWE that they talk about their constant steroid use because like it wears out the body to do all those wrestling practices and like performances. So like I was watching this doc where like pro wrestlers, they talk like it was like Hulk Hogan or something like that. He would talk about how he'd have to use steroids between fights because like your body be worn out too much.
Wow.
Yeah, like all of them are on steroids, bro. Because like you're always performing like all the time.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Right. It's like the illusion's gone now.
That's why GSP left. GSP, that didn't you? I watched this video where GSP is like,
Oh, they're all on
you know,
steroids.
I've been doing this for a long time,
Uh-huh.
and you know, I wanted to teach people that you can do it clean.
I don't
I'm
know,
glad that the
yo.
UFC has made changes and started testing. I was like, okay.
I don't know. You ever see Nick Diaz's body? Like
Yeah,
you've
that's
seen him
a
fight,
normal
right?
body.
That's a normal
That's a
body.
normal body.
But GSP, I don't know. Like that's a little. Like, oh, enter the limousine. Oh, my limousine. Oh, I think we're just dropping off.
You need to park.
Oh, I see. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So like GSP, I don't know. Like when he was back in the day, he was so cut. I was watching like old videos. I'm like, I don't know about that. You know, like you're a little too jacked, sir.
Take that side. I'll take the
Alright,
back
cool.
side.
Yeah. Like, do you think GSP was actually clean?
You know what? He trained as a gymnast. You know, and
But that was
have
only
you
recently,
seen
though.
him?
That was recently, though. It wasn't like
But when
before.
he was beginning, he wasn't super jacked.
True. I guess. Yeah. I guess it could be. But like, see, somebody like Nick Diaz, like that seems normal
That's
to
a
me.
full,
Like,
that's a true normal body.
yeah.
That is a normal body.
Right? But like somebody like GSP's got like zero body fat, and you're like, I don't think so, bro. Oh no. Like even Nate Diaz called him out, you know? Nick Diaz, sorry, called GSP out. He's like, oh, you're on steroids, blah, blah, blah. Are you excited for the Michael Bisping fight?
Not really.
I know, right? They're kind of like old
He
now.
he should have just retired. I don't know why he's doing this.
Maybe he feels like I can beat Michael Bisping, or yeah, I don't know. It's kind of
I think
weird,
he,
right?
I think he needed more money.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
That's always the case.
I think he used up all his money, so it's like
He needs
now
to take
he
like
needs
a
to
prize fight.
yeah, prize fight plus it's gonna give him exposure again, so
For
that
sure.
people go to his gym. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe
how well
actually,
he's
yeah,
doing. I don't know what's going on.
Actually, you know, from like a business perspective, I agree with you. You know, Nate Diaz, after the fight with Conor McGregor, he opened up his own gym, his own Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym called like Nate Diaz
Yeah.
Academy. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's totally like a business move. Like you're trying to put away money.
Now you're he's
You know?
he's marketed himself gonna be well now because he used that fight,
Exactly.
and now they're trying to do a trilogy to end it.
Yeah. I'd watch
So
it.
it's like I'd watch it. I'd watch a trilogy because that was the only person Connor couldn't get into like play with his head. So it's
Yeah,
like
true.
this is the only guy that can shake him, and it's like
For sure.
now we have to see who's better because it's 1-1.
For
Or was
sure,
it-
for sure.
Did they
I think
have
it's
three
1-1.
fights? No.
No, they had two.
Yeah, 1-1.
1-1. Yeah. But
So
like,
that's why there needs to be a third one.
But like their last fight was I watched
I
it
know.
and I was like, it's alright. Like
I
it was a close one.
It was like an
like,
Anderson Silva fight type of style.
Yeah.
Okay, Connor.
And he ran, but I don't think it's running. Like people were like ribbing on him, or like, oh, you're running away from the fight. I thought that was just strategic. I was like, yeah, you're just gonna move to a better position. You know, you can't just stand and bang.
Yeah, he always exactly. Well, that's when, from my perspective, those aren't martial artists, right? Those are sport fighters
true.
that just
yeah,
want to
for
see
sure.
two people beat up on each other. That's why a lot of boxers disrespect MMA because of those type of thinking. It's just like, oh, I just want people to just beat on each other. But it's like, yeah, buddy, it's all about setting yourself up in a perfect position. It's
Yeah,
all
for
about
sure.
all these different things. So it's like, it's not about just knocking people out. That's not the
Totally.
game.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
But there's a lot of perception. That's what MMA is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like sluggers, like brawlers and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you excited for anyone on that card?
I don't even know the card. I'm not even interested. I'm watching more basketball than anything.
Oh,
So,
really? Eh? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard like Adrian was telling me about like the drama of basketball. But I'm like, I can't really, like for me, it's like fighting is like so primal, like that basketball is very, like I couldn't see any drama in basketball. You know what I mean? Because it's like, why would there be drama? You're just playing ball.
Yeah, there's drama. It's competitiveness, of course.
Like,
You know,
there's
it's the
there's-
alpha.
Yeah, it's true.
The
It's
alpha
true.
states.
There-
It's the
there's-
alpha states.
The guy that left, what's his name? LeBron James.
What about him?
I heard like there's a guy that LeBron James would always pass the ball to, but now he wants to become like like a
Oh,
no
Kyrie,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he
like,
wanted
left
to
the
be
team.
his own leader now. Yeah.
Interesting.
He was there was a perception that he was always
Under him.
the under the best in the world.
Right,
So he's
right,
like, yo,
right.
like I am capable of going against him. So he wanted to go on his own
Interesting.
and create his own legacy.
Right, right,
Because
right,
he was,
right,
I think he was like, he is one of the best point guards in the game. That's the thing. So he's one of the best in his position, and he's always being seen as like, oh, he's just a second guy,
right,
second
right, right.
option.
Interesting.
But he's like, yo, he's one of the first, like number ones. So he wanted to prove himself to himself and to others. That's what I'm guessing.
Is he sick though?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's sick. Not amazing like legacy style, but he's one of the best in his position. So you can't say he's not good.
Right, right, right. Interesting.
Did it big out there. Is it check in the mail for you?
Because people get emotional, right?
Yeah, that's true. Have you seen the LeBron James documentary? When he
No.
was a kid and stuff. Oh, those
Oh yeah,
are so
yeah.
inspirational, you know? Like watching people's come up, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of that. A lot of that in the NBA, buddy.
People's come ups?
Oh yeah. Like NBA has a lot of come ups. A lot of people that had that lived in low income families, one parent. That's like there's a lot of people that have gone through that,
Do you think
and that's why
fighting-
they've built that hard work.
Right, 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 right. Do you think fighting is going to take over, you know, like other sports, like football, basketball, all that stuff, or do you think it'll like stand the
No.
test of time?
It's gonna always it's just always gonna be there. Like look at bowling. Bowling was humongous. Now look at it. It's like it's still there,
True, true,
but
true.
now it's like it's an option.
Yeah, but do you think it's gonna like do you think basketball will one day turn into like darts?
You passed it again,
you know?
buddy.
Oh dang.
You always miss that turn.
Oh,
Into the back. Go to the back. Yeah.
oh
There
it's
you go.
like such a sneaky.
Next
yeah,
one. Next one. Next one.
Oh,
Next one.
excellent. Oh, okay. Yeah, I always come from the other side, so that's why. Yeah, so do you think it'll one day hit that point where it's like darts, you know? It's like, oh, that's cool, that's on. But it's not
Darts.
like, you know what I mean? Because I
I don't think so.
No?
It's no, because fighting. I think fighting will stay for a very long time.
no, not fighting like basketball and stuff, like the old sports, like basketball, football. Or maybe that's just me
Depends
'cause I don't
on where
watch
we
it.
are in technology. It's like, if we're hovering now and stuff, like
It's like, why are we still
it won't
watching?
matter.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So it depends on the test of time. What's happening at that time.
But you still
We're
like
always
basketball?
Yeah. Well, I grew up with playing basketball, so
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like you have like the nostalgia feeling, you know, but I never really played ball. So it's like I'd get into it once in a while if there was like a cool character, you know, like LeBron James. I was like, oh, he's so sick, you know, but then like it kind of fizzles out because I don't actually know what the rules are and stuff. And like,
yeah, I know exactly. I know every aspect, right? So it's like you watch the game. It's a game on its own, right? Like you have to study it,
right,
know
exactly,
where
yeah, for
people
sure.
are going, why they're going there, the timing of things. So it's like
You like baseball?
I didn't know this as a kid. I like watching it in person.
Ah, I see, but not like on TV. It's kind of boring.
No, it's very boring to me.
What about like football?
Again in person. I'll watch the playoffs.
Well, yeah, it's like the big. Well, I don't even watch the playoffs, but I get why you'd watch it. It's like the big thing, you know.
Yeah.
But I still find soccer sick. Like I think it's because
Soccer is
yeah, you don't like
soccer
soccer.
is sick.
Oh,
Soccer
okay, yeah,
is-
yeah. Because
But
it's
you
like
know my workplace. Well,
Yeah,
my
exactly,
old workplace.
yeah.
It was like I was surrounded by soccer, and like I learned the game, and that's why I grew for it.
right.
Like
right.
I hated soccer before because I never knew it.
Uh-huh,
Once I
uh-huh.
understood the game, and once I learned what everyone was doing, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Like you can see how everything gets set up. Like you can understand when the play actually starts. Like they start it from the goalie, like type of thing. It's like,
Yeah, and I like how it's
cool.
like it's not like constant scoring. You know, like for basketball, like I found it was always like too much because like okay, what's the score? 204 to you know, blah blah blah.
200.
You know, like it's always like a high number. But like when soccer was there, it was like 1-0, and you're like, oh man, they could tie it. They could tie it. Oh god, you know.
It's the anticipation. There is a lot of anticipation.
Right?
You know, I gotta take you to an actual soccer
match?
game.
Is it sick?
Yeah. Yo, Adrian loves it.
Really? Eh?
Adrian loved it. He's like, soccer fans are dick. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they go
are.
pretty hard, eh?
It's yeah. It's the cheering. It's the chanting. It's all that. Like when you watch basketball games, it's like it's not so they're not so into it. But soccer fans, they're into it from the second it starts till the end.
Well, I guess I guess it's that
yeah.
anticipation, you know, because I watched a basketball game in person, and I was like, I like left halfway through.
Yeah, you can get to that point.
You can get to that point. That's so funny.
Even I love basketball, and sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna go, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Because it's like there's no like bated breath, like oh god, it's gonna be so sick, you know. It's like when they start getting on a scoring run, you know, they're like, oh, down by 21 points. You're like, all right, it's game over, yo. Just get out of here. You know?
It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's like soccer. Yeah, but the soccer group, people like the crowd. There's so much. It's there's so much more involved than other sports. That's the thing.
You know that I was like in elementary school, and I was like reading some of the stuff in the. I wasn't really reading. I was like looking at the picture books in the library of our old school, and like they were saying that basketball came from the Mexicans, like the Mexican like the Aztecs, and like you'd have to throw the ball through the hole, and then it would like have dire consequences, like chopping your head off or something like that. You know, if you messed up, if you lost.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like the ball used to be like spiked or something like that. It was a very like deadly game. It wasn't like what we do now, where it's like pretty chill.
Oh, it's like the dodgeball.
Oh, what was the dodgeball thing?
Where they use severed heads.
Oh, really? Eh? Wow. I'll see. Like
Chinese.
Yeah. We totally
they
like.
Use severed head. Oh, we need to go to the beach. I don't know where you're going. You have to go back out. And then go to the beach.
Okay, cool. We totally like we have like this different perception now with sports. You know, we forget that it had like brutal connotations. But I guess like the one sport that doesn't have a changed connotation would be fighting, because it's still like gladiators, you know.
Yeah, with no weapons.
Yeah, just gladiators with no weapons. Yeah. Yeah. You know, like the yo-yo was actually a Filipino fighting thing. It was Filipino, right?
A yo-yo?
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure it was Filipino. I learned about this in Filipino school. The yo-yo was actually a weapon. It wasn't a toy back in the day.
That makes sense.
Interesting, eh? It's like you have all these like humble beginning things. We just don't think to look into history. Okay, are you gonna take out? Okay, you killed them quick.
I already started.
I like it. Could you imagine being in this situation in real life? That'd be so freaky, yo. Like all these guns.
People shooting. I know.
And then the police coming. Have you ever seen Sicario?
No.
Oh man, it's about like the Mexican. That was probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's like about the Mexican cartel, and like in Mexico, allegedly, they'd hang the bodies of people that like did you wrong on the streets. So like as like a warning sign, you know, it's like don't mess with us. Like all the
yeah
as
a warning sign. Okay.
Yeah, and like the the idea is like they followed this girl who had to help stop the cartel, and then there was a one guy who like I think they called him Medellin. That was his nickname, which is where Pablo Escobar, right, the drug cartel. So like his family got killed in the during the drug cartel, and what he did as a means of torture is he'd rape you. They didn't explicitly like show it or anything, but they alluded to it.
Who would do this?
The guy, he was like a enforcer for the FBI. Well, the Mexican FBI, not the American, but like the Mexican government was working with the American government, and when they would interrogate drug dealers, the guy named Medellin, he would like rape them, like he'd rape like guys, like it was a guy who would rape other guys in order to make them talk.
No guy wants to be demasculated.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like that. When I saw that, I was like, dude, I've never seen an interrogation tactic like this. Like you hear about waterboarding, you hear about like all this other stuff, but like when you get into
he gets off on it though,
right?
Oh my god!
And it's just like, dude, I would talk right away. Like, do not rape me. That's not cool. Like waterboarding, it's like, okay, fine.
I would make him kill me, yo. You can kill me before you put that inside me,
right? Yo, like that is totally the most demasculating. Do you remember American History X, when like he went to jail and then like he reformed himself when he got raped by the white supremacists?
Yeah,
that was a terrible scene. Oh man. But like in the beginning you felt really bad for him. You like wanted him like dead because he did the curb stomp on the black dude. Remember? And then like
I didn't want him dead. I was like, yo, that guy deserves it. He did drive-by.
Oh, the curb stomp?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. No,
the guy did a drive-by. He got hit, and he's trying to kill him already. So it's like, buddy, he deserved to get stomped.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's funny because I couldn't watch that movie. I just like watched like parts of it, and I was just like, oh man, white curb stomp. So I didn't know the whole like.
So so what happened was he was a white supremacist outside, right? So this happened, and then the African Americans did a drive-by at his house and shooting in his house.
Oh, because he was a supremacist.
Yeah, because he was a supremacist, and then when that happened, he got out, started shooting them. He caught one, and got one in the leg or something, and then that's when he told him to bite the curb.
Oh, no way. Rough, yeah.
So in reality, it was, okay, it's not really self-defense anymore, but, you know what I mean? Like, these guys shot up his house.
No, yeah, I get you.
His brother, his girlfriend, him. So it was like, yo, of course.
But then it was crazy.
I don't blame him for that.
Okay, yeah, I see.
It was just like
the
whole point of the whole story was the mindset. Like, look what happened. He was a white supremacist, but like, yeah, when he went to jail, these guys didn't even care about that stuff.
Yeah,
that stuff didn't matter to him.
That's the crazy part
like,
about
the people in jail.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about like realities, you know, because like we can get so caught up in our own reality that we don't even realize, you know, that sometimes nobody really cares. You know, that white supremacist is like, oh man, like F black people and stuff, but then he goes to jail, it's like, oh, I really don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, my viewpoint is not that important in the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then look what happened.
Well, that's when they're being misled, right? He was being misled by someone. For sure,
yeah.
That told everyone he has the answer.
Exactly,
A false guru.
False. Sometimes, like, if you're not free thinking, you can end up paying for the consequences of another person's actions. You know.
Well, that's what happened, right? He was guided through that guy to his leader, the leader of the white supremacists.
Okay, like,
and then in the end of, and when he came out of jail, he went to the leader and was like, "You need to stay away from my younger brother."
No way! All right, wait. Can you give me the rundown, bro? Because I didn't know all this. Like, I couldn't watch it because I was like, okay, the rape scene was messing with my head, and the curb stomp was messing with my head. So, like, what exactly happened?
So yeah, that whole thing happened. He went to jail. He got raped by the white supremacists, and then he made friends with the black guy.
But like, how did it all start? Like, how was he a white supremacist?
The black guy was just giving him a heads up, like, and they started folding laundry together and stuff.
No, but like in the beginning, like, how did he begin?
He was just a white supremacist. he was all like, well, you find out his father was one, like talking shit about African Americans and stuff, and then like just very, very racist. So he grew up with a racist father,
Right.
and so his following was the same way. And then this is you're experiencing it through the younger brother now, right? So his younger brother is also becoming like that in high school.
Oh, interesting.
So his younger brother is in high school, and he's going through that. And so that whole thing happened. Then he went to jail with the whole stomp. He put himself with the white supremacists, and then they raped him. So he tried to go by himself, and then he made friends with the black guy. The black guy became one of his closest friends.
Interesting.
He got out of prison. When he got out of prison, his old friends came back, but they were still supremacists. But his mindset has already changed.
Ah, interesting. Huh.
So that's when he went to the guy and was like, "You need to stay away from my younger brother," because he's seeing that while he was in jail, his younger brother became more and more like his old self.
Right. So it's like a redemption movie,
like
he was fixing his mistakes from the past.
Yeah, he was trying to fix his mistakes from the past, but then in the meantime, he's seeing that his brother is being sucked into it.
Right. Oh.
And then, so he was fighting that, and then eventually there was like a fight. Like the brother gets into trouble because he's a white supremacist. So he is getting in trouble, and then eventually at the end of the movie, he got shot taking in the wash. He got shot in the school washroom by one of the black kids that he started to fight with.
No way.
In the start of the movie type of thing.
Oh, so it came back to haunt him.
Yes.
Oh man, I can't deal with those movies, man. That's so freaky. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, that's like straight karma.
Yeah, so then at the end of the movie, it was the older brother holding his younger brother.
Wow.
While he was like, there was many shots in him. Yeah. So that's how it ended.
It's kind of like...
then the whole story was his essay.
Oh,
so the younger brother had to write an essay for his teacher. And it was like whatever it was. So he talked about like the white supremacy. He talked about whites and black, and then you find out that he was gonna make a change with his brother. So that's when he died. So he decided to make a change with his brother. He's like, okay, I'm gonna be fine. And then he went to school the first day to hand in the essay of what his mindset. He changed his mindset.
Yeah.
Went to hand it in, and then he died in the washroom that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so that was
crazy.
like So it was like it worked. He there was redemption. They were gonna start anew, but then his old life and the karma just got him.
Wow, too bad, man. Huh.
It was a good movie. That was a great movie.
Maybe I'll watch it, but I don't know. It's like Boys in the Hood too. Like I couldn't watch that movie, yo. I could only see like pieces of it.
Boys in the Hood. It was just
so negative.
It's a gangster. Yeah, it's a gay. It's the. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not your gangster movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like high end gangster. It's like low end, like ghetto gangster. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna say low end, but we'll say ghetto gangster.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks, yo. But like, you ever see Friday?
Yeah.
It's almost like they made Boys in the Hood, but like, again, for a joke. You know what I mean? Like, I noticed that they had the same like ideas as like Boys in the Hood, but like it was a lot lighter. And I noticed that like Ice Cube was in it. You know, so like he probably had a lot to do.
Well,
with
he
that.
created Friday, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you ever see Straight Outta Compton?
Straight Outta Compton, yes.
That was probably one of like the best movies I've ever seen, man. Like I really like.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh God, I love like that struggle and like that like how they elevated themselves beyond their means, you know. And I had to like re-listen to their music after that. I was like, oh, okay, like let me give this a better shot now, because now that I know your story, you know.
Yeah. And what is your verdict on that?
Oh, it's really good. I noticed that like rap music from before had like a message, but then now it's like there's no real message because we have it a lot easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like back then it was like all about fighting the power and like I can listen to like Straight Outta Compton was a good CD. Biggie's song Juicy, that was really good. It was all about like making it out of your current situation.
But he went to Biggie's song. He wasn't even in the ghetto. Biggie wasn't even in the ghetto.
Oh really?
No.
Oh okay. So I didn't know that. But wasn't that like Tupac too though? He was like he was in the arts program.
Both. Well, he was in the ghetto and then he went into the arts program, right?
Yeah. So yeah. It's but you know it's interesting.
But Biggie was rapping that like it was his life, but he didn't have that as his life at all.
Interesting. So you like you like Biggie versus you like Tupac more than Biggie?
Always. Well, they're both different styles, right? If you're gonna go in the rap game, if you're gonna talk rap, it's like they're both different style. I thought Tupac was more poetic. I thought he was more
telling stories,
passionate.
Right.
Yeah, he's poetic, passionate, and he could tell a story. Where Biggie was all about the flow of how he
delivered it.
Yeah, exactly. The flow of his delivery was really like, it was like a hypnotism, like.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like that his style. That's his style. But Tupac was the passion. He was the raw passion. But he was also poetic. So
right.
Straight up.
It's kind of funny, like with the whole. Do you want to do one more?
I think I'm okay. I'm gonna go.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna go to the gym.
I'm
gonna go to the gym.
Get that body fit.
Gotta work. Gotta do this. You know, I gotta put in work into this yoga body.
Final thought about the Tupac thing. It's like it's interesting because if you read the Machiavelli, the actual book, it's about becoming a great leader, and one of the things to become a great leader is to become one of the people, so that like so one of the things, like if you take over a town and you don't become one of the people, then people will revolt. But if you become one of them, then they won't revolt. So then I noticed that like from what I saw in the trailer, when he was like tatting his body up, the lady's like, oh, why are you going all gang, like thug life and stuff, but you want to change them? And he's like, the best way to change them is to become one of them. And it was like, that was straight out of the Machiavelli, you know? Like people think that Tupac was like ultra gangster, but it's like, no, he was actually trying to, you know, like not do the gangster route, but he had to become gangster in order for people to listen to him.
He was like a prophet of his time.
Oh, interesting.
If we're gonna go with that, like he read Machiavelli. That's where he got the mindset. Like,
exactly.
If you watch all his interviews, this guy was 18, speaking truth.
That's true. That's true. But his mom was a Black Panther. Yeah, so like he was kind of like he had it already.
He knew about the truth. He was exposed to the truth.
Yeah, exactly. So
it was the extra books that he read. He read Machiavelli. He read, like he's reading, like even like The Art of War. I think he read that too. There was an interview in BET where he was naming all these books that he was reading. He's like, no one reads these books. No one in the game reads these books. I read these books.
For sure. So, but what is a prophet then? You know what I mean? Like, is that like something?
He was gonna make change in his time, and he has
for sure. Yeah.
And in the hip hop game and the rap game, he has. But if he stayed, he would have been. Oh man, like Puff Daddy would have nothing on this guy.
Really? Eh? But I don't even like Puff Daddy, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But why is he so successful?
Because he positioned himself.
I hear he's a freak though. That's why.
He's a freak. That's funny. Yeah.
There's stuff, you know. There's celebrities exposing other celebrities. You know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That's why the whole sex thing with the celebrities is all true. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to be at the top of your game, you're gonna have to open up, man.
For sure. Yeah. Oh,
even if you're a guy, open up your mouth, open up your ass. unfortunate, but that's the game. That's the game you're going into.
For sure, yeah. But that's like
If you want to,
couldn't do that, man.
you want to live it. Yeah, it's gross. I would not, but people are willing to do that.
Anything for $1, yo. That's when you're like in your primal urges, you know what I mean? Like you're doing anything for, like you're living through your instinct, you know, not your intuition. You know, you're letting letting the wrong things guide you in a way.
So I have a question for this apartment.
Okay.
Should I get an apartment?
How much do you have?
320,000.
Okay, and how much is an apartment?
Well, the one closest to me is the 115, but it's like one of those mini ones.
Oh, I see.
Ugly one.
I would get a house. I mean, like, why not? You already have your thing, and then...
Or just improve the clubhouse that I have now.
Well, you do have everything that you do have everything available to you in the clubhouse, so maybe you go for the clubhouse versus the apartment, because like what else?
I thought the apartment will give me access to the warehouses eventually, right? That's what I'm thinking. No?
Oh, the big ones for like the CEO missions?
For like the weed
No,
shop.
you just buy that. You can literally just buy that.
How? I'm looking. I don't know where to find these things.
I don't know.
Do I buy it on the phone, or do I have to go and find these places?
No, you buy it on the phone.
No. Okay. I don't know where to get them then.
That's something we must Google. No, it's oh no, I know why. It's not the Dynasty property. It's the ones that are going out of foreclosure, right there, Maze Bank.
Okay, I'm
Enter
on
site.
it.
And these are the ones you buy. All the
But
ones
those
that
are all clubhouses.
Yeah. Then there's another
Hangars?
one. Yeah, hangars, and then there's
But
other stuff.
is clubhouse hangars or bunker?
Foreclosure, yeah, hangars, bunkers.
So I have to buy another clubhouse and make it into.
Foreclosure.
I had no choice but to make it into a motorcycle club.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, are you telling me I have to buy a clubhouse but make it into?
That's interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I don't know. It's something we gotta ask Bish, because he is the. Hold on. Okay, Dynasty exclusive. Could this be? Oh, right here. Dynasty executive is the CEOs.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the CEO one.
Right. Let me go to the. Dynasty 8 is the. Oh, here you go. More properties.
But those are all the houses.
Yeah, low end. Oh, interesting. I'm not too sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's something we gotta Google.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, yo, what's going on?
I don't even know where I bought my warehouse in this. If you're listening to this and you know what to do, write in the comments. Because I don't know what's going on right now.
Well. Maybe I have to access. Do you have to access that computer? You know the computer?
Minotaur? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I did it all from my phone. Just gotta figure out how to do it now.
Okay. Should I buy a house or should I just upgrade my? I was gonna get a house to get the upgrade. But to get the warehouse. But if you're
Right.
telling me there's a way I can get the warehouse
I
without
don't think
the house.
you don't need the warehouse just to get the house. We just don't know where to click. That's the problem. But I would upgrade the. Well, so the problem with the weed missions is you have to resupply and then you sell them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you get money every single go. Whereas like
Yeah.
these missions you do get money every single time.
I just want to have a warehouse. That's all.
I feel you. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll upgrade this.
Hey, there you
Might as
go.
well. Okay, we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna go in, take a tour, and we'll end.
All right, cool. So that is the question of the day. What do you do when you have all this money? Do you save it? Do you spend it?
Spend it.
Spend it. You're only gonna live once. Once this game gets
Spend
obsolete,
it.
once the game becomes obsolete, it's like a life has died. So you might as well spend the money now.
100, 302. Oh, I'm using it all. Ooh, jeez.
Oh, this guy spent that money.
302. Should I spend it?
Yeah, well, it was not that long. Like how often? Like every mission is like 20, 30 grand. It's just a few missions and then you're good.
Done.
Hey, there we go.
Check it out. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go inside.
Hey, let me change. Let me change.
Oh, okay, yeah. And we'll take our selfie in there. All that
Alright, let's go.
all that hard work. Here we go.
I'm in.
Man, they allow you to do so
I don't think
much
it's gonna
in this video
change
game.
downstairs.
Ooh.
Hopefully it's fixed my bedroom. I don't think it fixed the bedroom. It only fixed upstairs. Yeah, see?
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
So anyway, checking this out. If you're gonna do your own upgrade, realize that the downstairs will not be upgraded, but the upstairs. Oh, it looks way better, dude. That's cool. You got sunroof now. It's like white. You got painting. There's a
I
bunch of
changed the
gear.
walls and the furniture.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty sweet. I like it.
That's what I did.
Maybe I'll do this to mine now. Now that I've seen it. That's pretty cool.
How much money do you have? Yo, give me some money, yo.
I wish I could. 442,000.
There has to be.
Away?
Go to inventory. What's this? Cash.
Cash.
Go to inventory, go to cash. What is that?
Where's
Do
inventory?
anyone know what that is?
Money and
Go to
services?
hold the middle button.
Okay.
Interaction menu.
Yep.
Go to
Oh,
inventory.
Uh-huh. Oh,
What's
no,
cash?
Cash is the king of Los Santos. I can't click it.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Can you click it?
So this was my upgrade. No.
Oh,
This was my
yeah.
upgrade. This is what I paid for. Arm wrestle. Let's do it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let's do
Yes.
this.
I love how this game has like all these mini games, man. That's one of the things that press X. Yes. So that's like one of the cool parts about like this game. That old video games used to have. They used to have these like mini games that you could play
How do you do this?
to.
Rapidly move left.
What the? Oh, I see. I just won. You have to just move your joystick really quick. Rematch. Do you,
Like, what do you mean? Like, repeatedly?
yeah, back and forth. Do you ever play Final Fantasy 8?
No. I only watch 7.
Oh, look at that. If you can hear clicking, that's me and Sydney trying to go. Oh no! Oh, the mask. This is just like the that game, Dragon Ball Z, when you used to do like the power shots, and then you'd like shoot the 2 fireballs. Remember that? You were so
And you
good
have to
at
press the
it.
button at-
Yeah.
press the button
Oh
as
my god.
fast as
I'd
possible.
always lose, yo. I was never
That's
good at
because
this
I
game.
cheated. I did this thingy with my
The fingernail. He's got like really fast.
fingers.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know how you're winning right now. I'm like I'm trying so hard. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, he's gonna win. Oh no, I'm coming back. Oh, I lost.
Whoa.
2 out of 3. Good match.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was
Alright,
cool.
we're good. Do we gain something from that?
We
Oh, we
gained
do.
RP points. No money.
But
But yeah.
though.
All right.
Welcome to my home.
I like it. Any final thoughts? If you were gonna die tomorrow, what would you say? Hey, there's
Good
my
riddance.
picture. I like it. If you're gonna die tomorrow, good riddance. Like what? Your lesson that you would leave with man is good riddance. I like it.
What? So what? You know what else? What else? You know, I don't affect anyone else but my own life, so it's like
For sure. Yeah, I got
doesn't
you.
matter. Oh, okay, fine. If I were gonna die, please bury me in the earth, no casket.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I actually really want this. Like, this is one of my bury me in the earth so that my energy can be transferred onto others,
For sure. You know,
other beings, the life of Earth. Circle of life.
totally,
what I
totally.
want.
If you ever die within the next like 10 years or something, we'll have this recorded and I'll play it. I'll be like, hey, he called it. Like, just make it happen.
Yeah.
This is our
I told
will.
my girlfriend, so.
Sorry, digital will.
I was like, girlfriend, if I'm dead, make sure I'm buried in the earth, okay?
I like it. I like it. So
We have to take our photo.
yeah. Oh, we'll do that after we sign off. So until next time,
Okay.
realize that Sydney wants to be buried in the earth.
Circle of life.
Yeah. Circle of life, everyone. Until next time. Take it easy.